Hey guys, how's it growing? I hope you guys are doing well. It's a nice cloudy day today. Still a little warm, but I think it is nice enough to where I can show you what has been growing on for the past couple months with this special little box down here. Um, so right here, we got two little containers, and they're full of a lot of little cuttings. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is a little storage container. It's got a little sliding door, and that's perfect for me if I just want to open this thing up a little bit. But we got some rainpour lime signs right here. We got some Australian finger lime. Oops, sorry, I moved that a little bit too aggressively. Some couple little Grimmels, some more Australian finger limes, and then a little Sabra. But what we got here is something pretty sweet. So right here we got some new growth on these rainpour lime signs. That's really nice to see. It means that they're active, something's going on. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's roots, but it's a good indicator that they're doing well. So I'm not going to do anything to those. But these right here, these are little Australian finger lime cuttings. They were growing some flowers, which is pretty sweet. There's one that I cut off right here. Let's see. It's a little busted up, but as you can see, there's some pollen coming out, and that's a decently formed flower right there. So I left them on for quite a bit of time. But that's also a nice indicator that these things are doing pretty well. These guys came in a couple days ago, so I'm not expecting anything from them, but this is pretty sweet. So in here, if I can open it, this little container has some more cuttings. So we got a bunch of rainpour lime cuttings that are doing pretty well. There's some new growth, and there's also a little flower right there, right where my finger is. I'm gonna have to cut that off. And then right here, we got Australian finger lime cuttings, and they got some nice new growth on them. And so this one, I was a bit antsy, and I sort of pulled it up, and we're gonna pull it up again, but this is what I'm looking for. Some nice root growth. And so that is super, super sweet. I'm super happy that there's some roots growing on these things. And so I'm gonna place that back in there, but if I would have thought of this earlier, probably would have saved myself from doing that. So if I can just clip that back together, there we go. And then I'm gonna lift this up, and luckily it's transparent so you can see underneath. But if you can see that, there's some nice new root growth. So that is really nice to see on these guys. So we got some nice Australian finger lime cuttings that are doing really nicely. All I have for this substrate is peat moss, some nice, peat moss, perlite, sand, and vermiculite. So that is it. I did not put any fertilizer. You don't need to do that for cuttings. And yeah, they are doing swell. And you know what? Let's take a look at something else before I sign off. Okay, so look at this nice apple tree. It's been pretty hot these past few weeks, but the apples on this thing are doing fine. This was munched on by a little bug, but other than that, there hasn't been too much going on with the fruit production around here on this apple tree. A few fruit have fallen, but a majority of them are staying on, which is pretty sweet. So it looks like a lot of these fruit are maturing, which is super nice. So it looks like we're gonna have apples soon. So I'm pretty happy about that. Super sweet, man. And this banana's doing pretty good. I know a gentleman near my area that sells the ice cream bean, or not ice cream bean, but the blue Java ice cream bananas. And so I want to get a bunch of those and then plant them out all in the backyard, and just add some shade, add some diversity, and get some bananas up in this biz, you know? So yeah, let's check out the Sauber now. Okay, so we got the big Sauber right here, and it is starting to peel a bit, which is super nice. I always stare at this thing just to try and see if it gets any bumpier, but I don't know. Probably no fruit until the next couple years. But geez, I wish I had some fruit on this thing. And then Australian finger lime, putting up a ton of fruit. A lot of stuff's maturing, which is super nice. It did have some dieback though, because it was getting pretty hot. I think it's because of all the fruit that's on it. It's starting to dry up a little bit, but this is a nice couple branches with some nice fruit on it, so that's nice. Luckily it's in this little area where it's kind of shaded but still gets some sun, so hopefully it'll just kind of stay at that sort of tone. But this thing's always flowering and always fruiting. But yeah. And then the grapefruit tree, it's getting a little dry. As you can see, these rainbow lime leaves are starting to curl up a bit, and I think that's due to the heat. So we will drench this after this video. Yep, but this is doing really well, really well. And one more thing, let's take a look in here. Let's see what's going on in here, because there's something new in here. So let's see where it's at. We got who's this? This is Santa. No. That is Turtwig. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to step on you. We got Thimble right here chilling. But here is the little guy that I wanted to kind of show off. My brother got him a nice little high yellow leopard tortoise. Pretty sweet. Let's bring him over to Turtwig, and you guys can kind of see the difference. Oh, see how that's a lot more yellow, and this guy's a lot darker. But yeah, those guys are doing well. That's the new one. I have an ant problem in this enclosure. Where's that last one? Probably back here. No? Anyway, I gotta kill a bunch of ants soon. They're all underneath here. Let's see. They're all hanging out under here. So I'm gonna hit that with hot water, kill those guys, and this little enclosure will be all nice and dandy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Oh, there's the last one right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.